NASCAR could be using generative AI to make decisions on playoff formats and other things involving competition. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to the video. As I just said, we got some pretty big breaking news coming out from Adam Stern earlier this evening. As reported by Adam Stern, that NASCAR is evaluating how it can use generative AI for competition matters, such as asking a model how playoff format changes could impact the sport, per COO Steve O'Donnell. How that applies to our formats of the future, I think AI can play a big role in that. He said, just around racing, the strategy that now goes into a race, how that applies to our formats of the future, I think AI can play a really big role in that. When we created even the stages or playoff format, you did with the best data you had and the best minds you had. But now being able to plug in and work with AI in terms of, okay, if you tweak the playoffs this way, what should you be watching out for, or how could that affect the sport? There's so much data and technology out there that you could now throw into a model. I think it's going to be very helpful in looking at some predictive analysis of where the sport can go in the future, and then there's the whole business side of things too. When I hear the word AI, and when I hear the word on potentially them using AI for the playoff format, I get extremely concerned. And I really, really hope that they back away from this. I do not want to see NASCAR use AI for making decisions around competition in a playoff format. It just, number one, shows how lazy the sport has become. And it shows that the NASCAR executives at the higher ups basically don't care about what the fans want. They say they care about what the fans want, but what the fans want is not using AI. You look at how people react to live AI things, whether it's AI paint schemes, AI racetracks on social media. I go on Twitter a lot, on X, and I see that a lot of fans get really fed up and really, really upset about them using AI. And now you're telling me that NASCAR might use AI for potentially making competition changes? What are we doing here, NASCAR? What are we doing? Us fans, you should go and talk to actual fans and actual executives, other people in the sport that actually want to make the sport a lot better instead of just going to AI. That also shows how extremely lazy you are. Instead of going to talk to actual fans, you're showing your lazy side. And that is extremely lazy on NASCAR's end to basically, instead of go and talk to actual fans like myself who actually want to make better changes for the sport, just go and use AI and be extremely lazy for competition changes. It also could go down a very bad road because it leads back to the laziness. It could go back to a very bad road that NASCAR, I don't think, really wants to go down because it leads to the end of the sport. I am very worried about the sport's future right now going down the road. I really, really am. Because now NASCAR might be using AI to make competition decisions. And sometimes AI can work in some areas like video games, among other things, because AI is part of video games forever. But you're telling me that you're looking to use AI for playoff changes, for competition changes. Using AI in that area just doesn't make sense. It does not need to be used. I have been so frustrated with NASCAR throughout 2024. And to cap it off with AI being used might be one of the worst things that NASCAR has ever done in the time this sport has been around. From how the officiate ended the Charlotte Roval, where Parker Kligerman kind of got a little bit robbed there, even though Parker really didn't get robbed there, to how they officiated some of the other races, like the Brickyard 400, where Kyle Larson got the win, but he had a car sitting on the white flag and them not throwing a caution until Kyle Larson got to the white flag. Larson deserved the win, but obviously they should have thrown the caution for Ryan Preece a lot sooner than they really, really did. And then some of the other penalties they had, to the point where they had the waiver discussion throughout this year. There were good moments in 2024. And now to see at the end of the year that they're looking to use AI for playoff changes, no, absolutely not. They do not need AI. I can't stress this enough. AI is not good for the sport. This just shows laziness. I don't completely understand it. I don't get it. What are we doing here? It's just stupidity left, right, and center. There are things that the executives of NASCAR have done over the years that have been good. I think adding a street course has been really, really good. I think adding some new tracks has been good. We've seen more competition in the sport. That's been a positive for the sport. But the next-gen car is one thing that's had a lot of negatives. We're already talking about building a Generation 8 car at this moment. I'm very worried that they're going to use AI to design that Gen 8 car. I'm worried the racing product is just not going to be good with that Gen 8 car. I am very worried about the future of NASCAR going down the road. I really, really am. And this is going to be going down a very slippery slope. Because I don't think it's just going to be with the playoffs. They're going to probably have other competition changes. They're probably going to bring other competition things in there that I just don't think need to be needed. And the fact that they're looking to do this, there needs to be leadership changes. I don't know exactly who needs to change and what position and what leadership position really, really needs to change, but there have got to be changes to the leadership of the sport. Otherwise, the sport is going to be cooked. Like Queso said at one point during one of his live streams, the sport is going to be cooked. There need to be massive changes happening, and like I said, I'm very worried about the sport's future. We don't need AI. Go to people in the sport that do follow the sport really closely. Go to people that actually care, that want to make the product a lot better. Go to people who want a fair champion. And maybe with AI you can do that and find a fair way to crown a champion, fine. But I think it's just super, super lazy to go that route. I'm very worried that NASCAR is going to go down a very slippery slope if they do some of the things that they're going to do. I'm really worried about the future of the sport right now, and going down the AI route is not the way they should do things, and I really hope they decide to go against it. But personally, I think they're going to continue down this road and really, really dark path, and I hope they change their mind, but I don't think they're going to change their mind. In my honest and sincere opinion, I'm worried about the future of the sport. I think things are not looking really good for the future direction of the sport, in my honest opinion. So, that is your today's special breaking news report. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. List description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. You think NASCAR using AI is a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, I'm going to have 2025 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series predictions on the channel for the playoffs. Then on Sunday, I'm going to have the 2025 Daytona 500 entry list dropping. Monday, I'm probably going to be doing the Truck Series winner predictions, perhaps, or might be doing the 2025 NASCAR Cup preview. Sunday is going to be the thank you video for 2024. Thanking you guys all for the support. And then on Tuesday, we'll have the goals video for 2025. And then we just begin the grind to the beginning of the 2025 season. We're only about a month away now from 2025. I've also got content on the Xfinity Series, the Truck Series, Hailie Deegan, Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor Zilisch, Kyle Larson coming soon, Bubba Wallace, lawsuit update, because we're probably going to have more updates on the 2011 and Front Row Motorsports lawsuit down the road. Kyle Busch, Sam Mayer, Chandler Smith, Eric Almirola, Austin Hill, you name it. Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, all those big name individuals. Carson Quaffle, Junior Motorsports, all that kind of stuff. Expect to see that on the channel as we get closer to the start of the 2025 season. We'll see how the rest of the off season goes, but I'm not a big fan of the changes they're bringing in for 2025. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.